The diplomatic chamber aboard the Galactic Confederation vessel Eternal Dawn fell silent as Captain Marcus Reed placed the wooden case on the negotiation table. The 7-foot-tall Vraxian ambassador, Admiral Torque, towered over the human delegation, his translucent exoskeleton shimmering under the chamber's lights. "This is your species' contribution to the war effort?" Torque's translator device conveyed his incredulity with perfect clarity. "A primitive projectile weapon from your 20th century?" Reed maintained his composure despite the ripple of clicking sounds, the Vraxian equivalent of laughter, that spread among the alien delegation. Earth had only recently joined the Galactic Confederation, a desperate alliance formed against the Devourer swarms advancing through the Orion Arm. Every species was expected to contribute their most advanced technology. This M1911 pistol represents something your civilization has never developed, Reed said calmly. Sometimes the oldest solutions are the most effective. The Vraxians exchanged glances with their allies, the crystalline lith and the gaseous Morden entities contained in their environment suits. All three species had evolved beyond physical weaponry centuries ago, favoring energy weapons, gravity manipulation, and psychic attacks. "Human," Torque said, mandibles clicking in what Reed recognized as amusement. "The Devourers neutralize energy signatures and digital systems. But your answer is this ancient device that uses controlled explosions to propel metal fragments? The weapon itself might survive their dampening fields, but it's hopelessly inaccurate and primitive." Reed carefully opened the wooden case. Inside, nestled in velvet, lay a gleaming pistol. It looked almost ornamental, a relic from humanity's violent past. "The Devourers have adapted to energy weapons," Reed explained. "Their outer shells absorb or reflect directed energy. Their neural networks jam targeting systems. But they've never encountered kinetic weapons like this. Because such weapons are inefficient and obsolete," interjected Lith Ambassador Prisma, her crystalline form refracting light as she moved closer. "Our civilizations abandoned such crude tools millennia ago." Reed picked up the pistol, checking that it was unloaded before demonstrating its mechanism. "This design has remained largely unchanged for over 500 years. It's mechanical, not electronic. No targeting computer, no energy signature." Admiral Torque made a dismissive gesture. "And how will your soldiers aim these antiques without neural assists? The Devourers move faster than organic reflexes can track." "That's where you're wrong," Reed said. "Humans have been training with these weapons for centuries. Our muscle memory and instinctive shooting techniques don't require technology. Sometimes the absence of technology is the advantage." The aliens remained unconvinced. The Morden representative, a swirling green mist inside a containment suit, emitted a series of light pulses that the translator converted. "The Devourer's outer shells are reinforced with substances harder than your planet's diamonds. What good is firing metal projectiles against such armor?" Reed smiled. "We've modified the ammunition. The bullets are composite, tungsten carbide cores with depleted uranium tips, capable of penetrating Devourer carapaces at close range. And we've added a special payload inside each round." The alien delegation leaned closer despite their skepticism. Since the Devourers are highly sensitive to vibration, each bullet contains a microscopic resonance generator, inactive until impact, immune to their dampening fields. Upon penetration, it emits a frequency that disrupts their hive-mind connection. For the first time, Admiral Torque appeared interested rather than amused. "And you've tested this theory?" Before Reed could answer, the ship's alarms blared. The lights dimmed to emergency red. "Proximity alert," announced the ship's AI. "Devourer scout vessel detected. Breach in lower decks. All personnel to battle stations." Torque turned to his security detail. "Activate energy shields and prepare." He stopped mid-sentence as the ship's systems flickered and died. The emergency lights failed, plunging the chamber into darkness before backup power engaged at minimal capacity. "They've deployed their dampening field," Prisma said, her crystalline body providing faint illumination. "Our weapons are useless." A horrible screeching sound echoed through the ventilation system. The aliens froze, recognizing the sound of Devourers cutting through the ship's hull. Reed calmly loaded the pistol with specialized rounds from the case. He distributed similar weapons to the 3 human security officers accompanying him. Standard Confederation protocol is evacuation when dampening fields are detected, Reed said. But today we stand and fight. The chamber doors burst open. A devourer scout, 9 feet of chitinous armor and razor appendages, scuttled inside. Its outer shell gleamed with technological implants that pulsed as they neutralized every energy weapon in the room. The alien delegates backed away, defenseless without their technology. The devourer raised its scythe-like front limbs, targeting sensors focusing on the largest threat, Admiral Torque. The sound of gunfire cracked through the chamber. Reed fired twice, his movements fluid and practiced. The first bullet struck the devourer's targeting sensor. The second penetrated its central mass. The creature emitted a high-pitched wail and collapsed, its limbs twitching as the resonance payload disrupted its connection to the hive mind. Silence fell over the chamber. The alien stared in disbelief at the defeated devourer, then at the smoking pistol in Reed's hand. Sometimes, Reed said quietly, returning the weapon to its case. The oldest solutions surprise us all. Admiral Torque approached the fallen enemy, examining the clean entry points where the bullets had penetrated its supposedly impervious shell. "How many of these weapons can your people produce?" he asked, no trace of amusement in his translated voice. Reed closed the wooden case with a decisive click. "Millions, and humans who know how to use them. We've been practicing for centuries." The alien delegation exchanged glances. None were laughing now. "Perhaps," Torque admitted, "we have something to learn from Earth after all."